Okay, I think it's on. Looks good. Okay. Well, I have no idea if this is working. This is the first stream I have ever attempted. I kind of messed with it about a week ago on my regular YouTube channel to see if it even worked or if I was doing it right. I think I got it figured out, but I have no idea about like the mix of sound and stuff like that. So we're just gonna wing it, and then I can go back and check it out and see if it actually worked and stuff. So this is the IROC BWF mod, 1996 season. I figure a short, easy race will be good for test streaming before I try something else. Just so I can see if this is working like I think it is. I figure I'm gonna qualify last, but it doesn't really matter.
All right, there's the checkered flag.
Let's see. Last. Okay. No problem. Gonna real quick just calibrate this. Okay. All right. Should be pretty simple.
Drivers, to your cars.
I always loved these cars, these old Firebirds. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah, I'm not sure if I say anything, if I'll even be able to hear myself. Using my PS5 headset. I don't have a webcam, so if I actually get this figured out at some point, maybe I'll try that. But right now we're just gonna run a test. This is really simple. There's only one strategy. Stay in the bottom lane, get to the front, and then hold the bottom, and that's it. Don't let the guy behind you get under you, or he'll wreck you if you cut off across the nose of him. So that's pretty much it.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
I find that the car can be just a little loose going into the turn the first 2 laps, maybe 3 laps, just till the tires get warm. But once the tires get warm, it's no problem. We're just gonna take it easy.
Clear.
For this first lap. Felt okay.
Outside. Still there. Still there. Still there.
Oh, I thought Benson was gonna come down. Nah, we got him.
Still there. Still there.
I think that's Dale Earnhardt trying to get under me in the purple car. I think that's him. It's Rusty Wallace behind me. Tommy Kendall in front.
Outside. Still there. Clear.
All right. I hate to say it, but that's pretty much the race right there. I mean, yeah, these Daytona and Talladega races are pretty boring. This is pretty much the only strategy. You just, if you get in the high line, you go backwards. So you stay in the low line, you go forwards. Once you get in the lead, you just don't let them under you, and you're golden pretty much. Especially in this race because it's only 40 laps, and so there's no pit stop. I've done a lot of full-length races here in Cup and Busch, and those races, you get pit stops, which makes it up a little bit. And even though the AI is not good around lap cars, the lap cars makes it up a lot too, which to me makes it a lot more interesting. Without that, you literally just get in this low line and cruise around, and that's pretty much it. Oh, someone's got to run. But yeah. Oh, they're trying to go below me. Ain't happening. So I've tried to increase the opponent's strength at these tracks, but I feel like as long as you can draft with them, you just get to the front like this and then you just hug the bottom line. If you increase the opponent's strength too much, then you just fall out of the draft and you finish last. So you either finish last or you draft up to the front and hug the bottom. It's pretty much it. Unless there's pit stops and lap cars and stuff. That makes it a lot more interesting. There's also tracks like the BR tracks. Those are a little better with the AI, but I tend to just stick with the default tracks. And just be consistent with those. Just cruising along. It's Jeff Gordon behind me now in that bright pink car. Oh, they might have a little run here. Nope, they all left him.
Still there. Clear outside.
So for all the regular car sets, I use N ratings, and I use mass graphics formula. And I've noticed with those formulas, you'll run like a cup race and there will be like 5 or 6 cars that are really fast, and maybe 1 or 2 that will get like a 10-15 second lead on the field. So in like the 92 car set with that formula, Davey Allison is really fast at Daytona and Talladega. And sometimes Davey will kind of start a draft on the outside and he'll be able to he'll pass you on the outside. I'm not as familiar with this IROC car set or the ratings.
Outside. Clear.
They seem to get get up on my bumper, which is not surprising, but then maybe they'll try to make a run on the outside, but it don't work and they just go backwards. Tommy Kendall, he's trying.
Clear outside.
Not gonna happen though. Lap 17, we're almost halfway. I've also noticed that the AI rarely will move up and try and pass on the outside. Usually what they do is, if you're in the bottom lane like this, they'll come off the corner and they'll have a little momentum and they'll get beside you a little bit, like just happened off turn 4 there. So if you kind of stay right in front of the AI, they'll stay single file to some degree, just because they don't want to pass on the outside. So, and there's nowhere to pass on the inside, so they just kind of get in line and stay there. In a race like this, makes sense. If you're in first place, or you're just doing a short race like this, it makes sense to just get on the bottom and hug the bottom like this, and then it's pretty much an easy win. But in a full-length cup race or full-length bush race, if you're in like a 3-car draft, you can go a lot faster if you're the last car in the draft than if you're the first car. I mean, being in first kind of slows everyone down. So if I'm in a full-length cup race, I'll get in a little draft after a pit stop or something, and then I'll just kind of sit in the back of that draft and hope that the other cars in that draft like stay as single file as possible, and that's how you make up the most time. But the AI don't do that. They don't think like that, and they just keep, sometimes they'll just pass each other every lap, and it's like, guys, man, if they'd get in line, we'd make up way much more time. But they're AI, so. See, he's kind of trying to make a move, but it ain't gonna happen, bro.
Clear outside. Outside. Clear.
Well, I hope this is working. What lap are we on? 16 to go. I hope this is streaming correctly and stuff.
Car outside. Clear.
So the
Outside.
this is the 96 IROC season.
Clear outside.
1996 was really the first year that I got really into watching racing. I had seen some races before that, but 96 is when I started watching like every NASCAR race every weekend. And I remember watching the IROC races, and I love these cars, these Firebirds. I think from 95 or from the mid 70s, whenever it started, like late 70s to 95, they ran Dodges, and then in 96 they ran these Pontiac Firebirds. And I always loved this car. I always thought it was cool. And it was the pace car in the Winston Cup Series at that time, too. So there's only 4 races: Daytona, Talladega, Charlotte, and Michigan. And Charlotte and Michigan are a lot more interesting and fun to race than Daytona and Talladega. There's really not much to this, like racing at Daytona like this. I mean, there's no pit stops. I highly doubt there will be any cautions. You're basically just running around, hit the gas and run around in circles.
Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear.
Let's see, where are we at? 11 to go.
Car outside. Still there.
Oh, this guy's got a bit of a run. This is that Alonso Jr., I think, in that brown car? Well, he had a bit of a run.
Clear.
Actually, they got a pretty tight draft. Here he comes again. I think he may get past me.
Clear outside.
No. Ooh. Push up a little bit. See, if this was the 92 Carset or any of those Winston Cup seasons, right there they might have gotten past.
Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Clear outside.
One thing I don't like about this mod is the mirrors. Man, you can't see anything out that rearview mirror. I mean, here, if you're in the outside line, it can
Outside.
cause you to wreck, but It's especially bad when racing at like
Still
Charlotte.
there. Still there. Clear.
In real life, and I think they're even in this mod, they had side view mirrors. But I mean, those, is that the C-pillar? The C-pillars are just, they're so big, you can't see anything.
Car outside. Just 5 more to go.
5 to go.
Clear outside.
In real life, Dale Earnhardt won this race. Was one of his many IROC wins at Daytona. I remember back in the day, them always saying how he had X number of Busch wins at Daytona and X number of IROC wins and X number of Gatorade Twin 125s and Busch Clash, and he had won all these races, but not the Daytona 500. And in '96, IROC at Daytona, that was one of his IROC wins here.
Car outside. Still there. Last lap. You the man. Come on, bring it home.
Last lap. God, that spotter's so annoying. I did see an application or some kind of file where you can get rid of the spotter. I'm really thinking of doing that because he's just annoying. And he'll say you're 3 wide when you're not really 3 wide and stuff. It's just distracting. All right.
Limit 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
I'm speeding down pit road.
The race is over. Come on in.
Okay. All right, piece of cake. Let's see. Today is the 25th, I think. R01 Daytona. R01 Daytona. Nice. $25.03, $25, R01. All right. Now I'm going to go see if I'm still streaming and if that actually worked. I think it worked. Okay. That's it. Okay.